Truly disgusting stuff coming out of the New York City case. Ghislaine Maxwell, the descriptions of the grooming, the types of operations that were going on. We're not getting a lot about the Epstein network, but one thing that did come out in the trial was that prosecutors brought forward a child psychologist to talk to us about the stages of grooming that are used by people like Epstein and Maxwell in these types of situations. Psychologist Lisa Rocchio, a clinical psychologist, testified that adults who sexually abuse children commonly engage in a process that can be thought of as having 5 basic steps. 1, selecting a victim. 2, obtaining access to and isolating the victim. 3, using lies, deceit, and manipulation to build trust and attachment. 4, desensitizing a victim to physical and sexual touching. And 5, maintaining control to coerce the victim into accepting continued abuse. Now, Dr. Rocchio said that the grooming process could include giving gifts, building rapport through expressions of concern, bringing up sexual subjects in conversation, and slowly escalating sexualized physical interactions with prospective victims. So to all parents out there, or to anybody that's involved in any type of organization that involves children, these are the types of things you need to look out for. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean, look, you see somebody give a gift, you see someone being friendly, right? Obviously, that doesn't mean that's a person that's conducting grooming. But what you want to watch out for are these red flags. You want to watch out for the isolation. You want to watch out for anybody who's mentioning any of these, sexual or really just adult topics in basic conversation with someone who's underage. These are the red flags to watch out for. And as we will see, these are the things that start coming up more and more with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein as this case continues. But there was also testimony yesterday from Jeffrey Epstein's housekeeper. Now, this guy had not only access to the premises, but access to Epstein's black books. Take a listen.
This testimony today showed really how intertwined Maxwell and Epstein's lives were.
Right. I think today we got sort of more of a narrative of exactly how this household ran and what kinds of, visitors they had and how, Maxwell ran this household. Really, she did the hiring and firing, and she seemed to pull a lot of the strings, even at one point directing employees to complete tasks in a 58-page booklet that she put together. So we were getting more of a narrative of exactly how this operation ran, right. This sex trafficking operation.
Today, the defense brought up some inconsistencies in one accuser's testimony. How damaging in your mind?
Well, it's very early on. It's only day 4 of the trial. We still have 3 other accusers that are going to take the stand. But I think that Maxwell, she has hired herself a team of really aggressive attorneys. And one of them who questioned Jane was very good at pointing out the inconsistencies between the testimony or the information that she gave authorities even a year ago, and how it differed from the testimony that she gave in court on Wednesday.
You probably know this case much better than most. Was there anything presented in the trial so far that surprised you?
I think overall, so far anyway, I'm surprised that the evidence or the testimony isn't more damning. They really haven't, as of yet anyway, tied Maxwell to this trafficking. What they've done really is indicted Epstein, and of course Epstein is dead, and they're not going to be able to punish him. And so I think to some degree the elephant in the room really is Epstein, and most of the victims are saying he's the one that abused them. So I think, they have to, with the other victims that are going to take the stand, perhaps they will provide more evidence of Maxwell's involvement.
Well, that actually plays right toward what the defense said from the very beginning. You want to be trying Epstein, but you can't because he's dead. You shouldn't be trying her.
Right. And I think that the witness yesterday, because she had so many inconsistencies, I think that played into the defense story a little bit. But as I said,
And as the case is going on, Daily Mail just hit us with an exclusive last night. Jeffrey Epstein's access to the Clinton White House laid bare. Visitor logs reveal the pedophile visited the former president at least 17 times, including a dozen in 1994, twice in one day on 3 separate occasions. Visitor logs exclusively revealed by DailyMail.com reveal Jeffrey Epstein visited the White House 17 times during Clinton's first term, 1993 to 1995. These documents were released as part of a FOIA request. The late financier was invited by some of Clinton's most senior advisors and aides, including Robert Rubin, who later served as Clinton's Treasury Secretary. While Epstein's crimes did not become public knowledge until his 2006 arrest, the visits would have occurred around the time his alleged madam, Ghislaine Maxwell, or as we call her, Lady Epstein, was allegedly procuring underage girls for him. This is a question that the Clintons have never significantly answered. President Trump has gone over this again and again. One flight from Palm Beach to New York, when he found out what was going on, he kicked Epstein and banned him from Mar-a-Lago. It's very clear what happened here. But most importantly, it's also very clear that we need more information about these black books and every single person who was involved with this network and at what level.
This is Charlie Kirk, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Turning Point USA.